Hi there, it's Carol Borgeson with Carolbcrafts. Today we'll be making this beautiful two-tone Christmas card. It features cherry cobbler and whisper white. Inside it says, "May this season be filled with peace." This is number 6 in my Peaceful Poinsettia online class. Check out my website, www.carolbcrafts.com, to see what current club kits and class kits I'm offering. Now, if you don't have the class kit, don't worry. I'll give you the supplies and dimensions as we go along so that you can make this beautiful two-tone Christmas card with us. This is the set that you'll need. The one that has the cherry cobbler and whisper white striped DSP. And we'll get started. Inside your envelope, you'll find your 7 small rhinestones, 1 medium and 1 large, and we're going to color those with our dark cherry cobbler Stampin' blend, but we'll do that later on. Right now we have some stamping to do. For your stamping, you have 2 whisper white stitched ovals. This is the second largest stitched oval in the Stitched Shapes Framelits dies. I give you 2, you only need 1. And then on the inside we'll be stamping our "May this season be filled with peace." So we'll put these aside. We have our regular card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're just going to fold that in half on our score line. So on the top, on the front of our card, we're going to put a piece. We'll have a piece of cherry cobbler that is 4 1/8 by 3. It'll go here. And then we have a piece of the Festive Farmhouse DSP, 4 by 2 3/4. It's going to go there. For the inside, we have a piece of cherry cobbler that is, here it is, 4 1/4 by 3.5, and that's going to go underneath our whisper white, which is 4 by 3 1/4. That'll go on top of that, just like that. Now I forgot that before we put that on, we have a piece of whisper white cardstock that's been embossed with the Subtles folder, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. That gives it a little more elegance than just a plain white card. I love the Subtle folder for that reason. Now these 2 pieces, both 3 by 3 inches, cherry cobbler and whisper white, that is for our poinsettia. Now the whisper white has been, it has the adhesive backing, the Sizzix adhesive sheets that we sell. I put some adhesive backing on it so that when we cut it with the die, it will have adhesive on it. It'll make it very easy to assemble. No gluey mess. And then lastly, we have a piece of cherry cobbler that's been die cut with the 3rd largest scalloped oval in the layering oval framelits. And the stamps that we are using are the Peaceful Poinsettia stamps. It's a bundle. It comes with the detailed poinsettia dies. We'll be using these 2 dies. They fit together, they nest together here. 1 for the flower and then 1 for the outline. And you can see the other dies that come with this set. Okay, so let's do our stamping and then we'll do our die cutting. These are our 2 pieces that we're going to die cut. So we'll set those aside with our dies for now. And we'll get out everything that we need to stamp. So if you've been taking my class, you know that I like to, I don't put the stickers on my clear mount stamps. And so I'm using a 4 by 6 inch piece of window sheeting. I'm going to take my first stamp, which is going to be the inside sentiment, and then I'll also grab the Christmas wishes while I'm in here. And with the inside sentiment, I'm going to first of all make sure I have it in the right direction. I'm going to put it at the bottom of my near the bottom of my plastic, and I'm going to ink it up with the cherry cobbler. Now this is going to act as a guide. I'm going to slip my paper underneath there, hopefully. I may have to move this magnet to do it. And I'm just going to put it about right there because I want to leave room to, you know, sign my name or write a little note. So when I'm happy with where I have it, I'm going to put my magnet down and stamp my image. I'll remove this and ink up my stamp. And I have my "May this season be filled with peace." Now the next thing I'm going to do is, well, first of all, clean off my stamp. So I have a piece of scratch paper here, and I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this here, just a little. I don't want it to stick too much. And I'm going to adhere it to this paper, and that will allow me to slide it under my plastic. So I'll put my plastic in place and get my stamp, Christmas Wishes. Again, making sure it's not upside down. Pick it up. Now I'm going to slide this underneath, keeping the plastic in the corner so that I know where it's going to stamp. And that looks good. Remove this. Now I have my Christmas wishes, and we are done with our stamping. So now we're going to do our die cutting. This piece of cherry cobbler, we're going to die cut this frame out. We'll just move it around till we can fit it in the square. I'll go die cut that. So this is the base behind the white. Now we're going to get our piece of Whisper White that has the adhesive backing on it, and we're going to put our poinsettia on there, and then we're going to take this. Now there's 3 little like leaves or petals. I use those to help me find my way, and now I'm just going to move this till I can get it where it's all on there. I'm going to put a piece of tape to hold it in place, and I'm going to run it through my Big Shot 3 or 4 times until I can feel assured that it's cut all the way through. Okay, I can see where it has cut through. I can even feel it. So I feel pretty confident that it's ready to go ahead and put on my card. Now I'm not going to try to poke all that stuff out, because when I use my piercing tool and take that backing off, it's pretty much going to fall off anyway. Well, most of it. Not all of it. Be sure to get all these little dots off the back too, because they like to stick to the back. So I have all the sticky ready to go, and I'm looking for those 3 little flower leaves again, and I'm going to just match it up and follow it around. So I think we have all of our elements ready to put together our card. So we'll go ahead and I I think we'll go ahead and while we have our scratch paper out here, going to color our rhinestones. Now you don't have to color your rhinestones. You could just use them as they come, but I like them colored. So I'm going to take the bullet point of my dark cherry cobbler Stampin' Blend. Don't want to use the brush tip, it might damage it. I've damaged one by doing it, so I speak from experience. I'm going around and then just over the top. I'm being very gentle. And it's amazing how well these take color. This way you could have your rhinestones any color you want. Whatever color Stampin' Blends you have, you can have your matching rhinestones. I'll do the medium one and the larger one. So we'll let those dry, and they dry relatively quickly. So let's go ahead and get our card started. We know we want to get our subtle embossed piece on top, the very first thing that we do. And next, we'll go ahead and put our piece of DSP. Now, they are just a little bit of a border here, but 1/8 of an inch on the sides. So it's about a 1/16 here and 1/8 on the sides. So it's not an even border all around. And then that's going to go with the even border all around these 3 sides. Actually, it's going to go right over the Whisper White embossed panel. So that kind of gives you an idea where it needs to go. And now we have some space here for our Merry Christmas. And I'm going to put that on with some glue because I like to be able to move it around once I get it on there. Okay, we have that. That's going to go here and here, and I'm going to put that on with glue again. It's about 1/2 inch from the bottom and about 1/4 inch from the side, somewhere in there. Make sure that it's level. The words are going straight across. Okay, and then our poinsettia we're going to put on with mini dimensionals. So I'll get some of those. Okay, so I put one under every petal and then some in the middle, so I'll remove those. So I've removed the backing, and now I'm going to find those 3 little leaves, 1, 2, 3, and they're going to go right down here in this corner here. This is going to be just over the DSP and not quite touching the oval here. So now we have our inside sentiment that's going to go on our cherry cobbler, and this is going to go on the inside. Now all we have left to do is to put our rhinestones that we've colored, and well, there's 7 little holes. We're going to put a rhinestone over each hole, then a medium rhinestone here by the C, and a large rhinestone here across from the S. All right, our card is finished. This was card number 6 in my Peaceful Poinsettia online class. Thanks for taking my class, and if you haven't taken a class of mine, check out my website www.carolbcrafts.com to see what current classes and club kits I'm offering. Thanks for watching. Bye now.